Welcome back, you guys. You're definitely going to see this look again, but right now I want to film my Sephora VIB haul just to show you guys what the products that I picked up, and that these are all the products that I'm going to be picking up. And I want to give you recommendations of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it was supposed to be 5 items, but I think it came out to be like 6 items that I wanted to recommend for the VIB sale, since I did not film a VIB recommendation video yet. I didn't want to overload you guys with so many items, because I was like, I don't want to be on here talking about buy this, buy this, buy this. So I'm just going to recommend one item from a couple different categories. But right now, let's get into what I have already picked up. First, I picked up the Charlotte's Tilbury Flawless Foundation in the shade. It's in 11 in Cool Fraud, and that's what I'm wearing now. I think it definitely it is a matte shade. This is my first time wearing it. I just put it on just a few minutes ago when I got home from work, but I want to wear it to work when I have like a full day of work to do. Right now I'm just doing hospital orientation. This hospital does things backwards. I've been working on the floor, and then now that I've been working there about 4 or 5 weeks, now I'm just now doing hospital orientation. And so I wanted to do a wear test on this, but I wanted to wait to where I'm working a 12-hour shift where I'm extremely working hard, and I could come back and I can let you, if it survives a 12-hour shift of ICU nursing, then we may have a good foundation. But right now I think this foundation is a good color. It is very matte. I think it is definitely full coverage. And first impressions, I like it. But to let you guys know, do I love it will be another later test. And I picked up a mini size of the Benefit Buoyant Concealer in the shade number 9. I got a mini because I didn't know how the shade was going to do for me. It is a full coverage foundation. So far, I like it, but I use very little because I know I was only putting it on to do this video. So whenever I do the wear test for the foundation, I would do the foundation and the concealer together, and I would come back with you guys on my thoughts on those. I did pick up a couple of palettes, but some mini palettes, and they were in the sale section. So I am Rouge for right now. I think probably next year too. So if you go to Sephora website, if you click on the sale, go to their website, click on the sale section, you'll see all the items that they have on sale. And if you are Rouge, you get 20% off. If you're VIB, you get 15%. And then if you're Beauty Insider, which anybody can sign up to be Beauty Insider, you get 10% off. And these items were already on sale, and then I got 20% off. So the first thing that I picked up, the first mini palette I picked up was the Natasha Denona Mini Lila palette. And I forgot it was on sale, and I got 20% off. So I think, you know, it's a cute little palette. You know, it's not my favorite palette, but it was very inexpensive for a Natasha Denona formula. And later on, if I decide to sell it or to gift it, or if I decide to use it, I don't know. But it was on sale, and I couldn't, you know, pass it up. The Natasha Denona Cranberry palette was also on sale. And then plus, I got the 20% off. And to me, this is a beautiful color story for... It'll work for now for fall time, but I would definitely think this would be very beautiful for Christmas too. So, one of the shades seems to be like moving a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's kind of shifting in the pan. So, definitely don't want to let that fall out. And these, look, guys, if you don't need them, if you have friends or family, and y'all exchange presents, even if they're not into makeup or if they're starting to get into makeup, go to Sephora sales section, get the sale price plus your percentage off. I think that makes a great gift. I also picked up this Kat Von D brush. It is the Precision Powder Brush. I don't own anything by Kat Von D, I don't think. But you guys know that I think she's vegan and cruelty free, right? So I picked up this brush. It was also on Sephora sale section, so I got the sale price plus the percentage off. I picked up the Fenty Glossy Posse set at original price, but I got my 20% off on this. And then the one thing that I was really excited I got about, because if you guys watch one of my videos, I don't know which video it was. It was my 2 cents. If you haven't watched my 2 cents, check it out. It's got some good, it's got some great, interesting topics in there. So watch that video. But in that video, I was talking about how I wanted to get the Hourglass Ghost Ambient set, but I didn't think it would work for my skin tone. Well, so I noticed like last year, Hourglass came out with the deeper one, and then they came out with the lighter one. But it's still, instead of doing that, they re-released the Ambient Hourglass lighting palette, which I think was the first edition. And I probably got fingerprints on this because I already opened it as soon as it came in the mail, because this is a product I was so excited about. And I got this 20% off. And right now it's available at Sephora and Hourglass website, and I think other places too. See, these are some deeper tones. Now this right here, I swatched this one because it's supposed to be a bronzer. Man, that thing feels so good. I'm gonna have to do an entire video on this. But for me, I'm making get away with bronzing this if I layer up with it. But it definitely got some sparkle to it. I think I can bronze with it, but I don't think anybody deeper than me is gonna be able to bronze with it. But you get a bronzer, a highlighter, 2 blushes, and these are the finishing powders that you use. And I have not used this yet, but I want to use this and film a video with it and let you guys know how I like it. Everybody say that Hourglass formulas are impeccable and it's just amazing, and I just wanted to try it. Now, I done held y'all up here for so long, but let me go ahead and give y'all my 5 recommendations for the VIB Rouge sale. Hopefully this video will be up soon. One of my favorite foundations is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. If you have not tried this foundation, this is definitely a medium to full coverage. I think you could definitely get a good full coverage with maybe 2 pumps, maybe 1 for some and 2 pumps for others. But this foundation is like the bomb. It's my go-to foundation. It's my favorite foundation as of right now. And if you have not tried it, you are missing out. It is a radiant foundation. It's not a matte foundation, but it's not like a super dewy foundation either. So if you're looking for a new foundation, consider the NARS foundation. It's a great foundation. Next I have up is blushes. I know that Tarte has like their limited edition 9 pens, their holiday set blushes out, and I started to buy it, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that because I have enough blushes. But if you're shopping a sale, and I would pick that set up, or pick up at least one of Tarte blushes. I have several. I think I even have more than this. You can't go wrong with Tarte blush. I think they are the color range. I don't know if the color range will hit the deep people, but their blushes are amazing. Not last but not least, but next we have the Too Faced Melted Matte Gingerbread Girl. Now I chose the specific color Gingerbread Girl because I think this color is a great fall color. It's a great fall / Christmassy color. You can take this into fall, Christmas, even into the new year. And so, but if you don't want the Gingerbread Girl, if you're looking for a new matte formula, the Too Faced Melted Matte Formulas are one of my favorites. Please do not pick up the Melted Latex because it's trash. But the Melted Matte Formula is amazing. I love it. It's matte, but it's not too drying. Another item I wanted to mention is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. Like, this is my favorite brow pencil, hands down. You know, so far, hands down, Benefit has it above everybody else. It's #1. So if you have not gotten a chance to try it, or if you in the market for a new brow pencil, give Benefit a try. So next I have 2 palettes I want to recommend for you guys. First we have the Natasha Denona Sunrise. This has been my favorite palette of all year. I love it, and I know this color story may be intimidating by some, but if this color story does not intimidate you and you want to try Natasha Denona, you can't beat it at $65 price point. Plus, you get your percentage off. I love it. I definitely think that you're going to enjoy it. I think I've got 1 tutorial up, but I'm definitely going to be doing some more tutorials with this because it has been my favorite palette. Trust me, you won't go wrong with this, and it's a cheaper price, and it's a full palette. It's not a mini. The next palette I want to recommend is that color story is just you don't want to deal with it. I'm gonna recommend the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette for every day. Just if you're not into the colors and you want an everyday palette, I think this formula is like one of the best formulas I've tried. It's not the best, but one of these best formulas I have tried this year, and I don't think you can go wrong with this for an everyday look, for the everyday girl. Now, last but not least, now I picked this last product up on Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, so I got it 50% off. And let me say, when it first came out, I wanted it, but I was hesitant to buy it. I was hesitant to buy it because they took so long to release a product for melanated people, boys or girls. And I was like, I ain't finna get on my money to try that bronzers. It's other companies that then came out with bronzers that work for us, so why give benefit the money for the bronzers? Now, I gave them the money for the brow pencils because you can't beat it. But for their bronzers, I wasn't going to try. But when Ulta had a 21 Days of Beauty sale, they put this bronzer on sale for 50% off. I was like, okay, it's a full size. It's 50% off. I'm going to give it a try. And let me tell you, I had other bronzers in my collection that I really loved. But this Hoola Benefit in the color Caramel has become, it's my favorite bronzers. And I have other bronzers in my collection that I really, really loved. And I really would have, and I would recommend them to people as well. If these are not on sale and you wanted a different price point or something, I would recommend those bronzers because they are good bronzers and they are great bronzers. But Benefit Hoola bronzers to me has become my number one, my favorite bronzer. So you guys, you have it. You have my haul, my VIB Rouge haul. You have my VIB Rouge recommendations, and I'm going to let you guys go. Bye.